Welcome to Burning Questions, the interview series where we get real with B2B tech leaders by asking 10 questions while eating very spicy food. Today I am joined by Jessica Mayer, VP of Marketing at Notarize. Jessica.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you for joining us.
You're welcome, I think.
You've now seen what we've been up to.
I have, yes.
And you were then brave enough to take the challenge.
Yes, but that's before you told me what you told me when I walked in the room.
So we do need to let people know that since the last time you saw Burning Questions, we have amped it up a notch. So there were a couple of items where people were saying not as spicy as they probably need to be. Yeah. So we said out with all of those, and we've replaced those with items that top the list on spiciness. So now I think it's safe to say we are uniformly all the way on the scary burn death side of that equation.
So can I change my mind? Can I?
No, you can't. You are now stuck here.
Let's do this then.
And I think one of the most fun things also is that the chips that we're going to use to dip in the salsa also are ghost pepper chips.
Yep.
So there's no escaping along the entire way.
Chicken nuggets.
And we've got great chicken nuggets. So those are going to be a lot of fun as well. Milk, beer.
Yes.
There's a prize, obviously, for being able to get all the way through this. Because we're all about giving, and so you are playing for Andrew McDougall.
Yep.
So as you make your way through all 10 of these questions, we'll then see what Alyce was able to come up with for a gift for Andrew, and you get to choose what it is.
It's all worth it just because of Andrew, so great.
All right, for Andrew. All right, taking it. And who is Andrew for the audience? Let people
he's a content specialist on our team. He's pretty new. He's been at the company for about a month, and he's fantastic.
So, all right, Andrew. Yeah. This is for you. All right, here we go. Let's get things kicked off here by having you spin the wheel. Let's get real. Spin the wheel.
Started already.
Yep. Yeah.
I'm gonna do a late one.
Oh, the noodles.
Oh, the noodles already.
A new addition. So we've got a fork.
This is the one I was actually most excited about.
Yeah.
Although also the messiest, and I feel like I'm probably gonna get this all over myself.
Sure. There's a lot. Yeah. There's quite a.
Wait. Okay. Are they like? Are they ramen noodles? Did you make this yourself? No joke, I'm gonna make a mess.
I took a gigantic bite.
Okay, I did a little bit because this is my first one, so, and it is spicy, but delicious.
They're definitely spicy, very delicious. I think that's the MSG talking. All right, what is a memory that you have from growing up, and what did you want to be when you were growing up?
Which one do you want me to start with first?
An early memory.
I remember my first memory, which I was just 2 years old, and I was playing Barbies at my first apartment. That's my first memory. What I wanted to be when I grew up, actually kind of what I'm doing now. I had a choice between ad executive or zoologist, and I actually was exploring both. And for some reason I ended up on the marketing side, but naturally I'm doing what I've always wanted to do.
So where did zoologist come into play?
I'm just a big lover of animals, and it's always been a passion of mine. And so my plan is, this is spicy already.
Yeah, it is still going. I will agree.
I can feel it in my lips.
Yeah.
So my plan is, in the future, I retire, hopefully successful enough that I can open up an animal sanctuary. So that way I can actually get back into my passion of caring for animals. My goal is to help stop animal cruelty.
Really cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Yeah. There was a Matt Damon movie. Was that somewhat about how he opened a zoo or something?
Maybe, but I'm not a big fan of Matt Damon, so.
Okay, we will move on from there. Okay.
I'm really bad with movies. Let's just, no movie references.
We won't go into movie references. And we will move on to question number 2.
Great.
How did you do with that one? I feel like I'm getting a little nose sweat.
Yeah, my lips are tingling.
Okay.
But
all right.
I love the flavor.
Good flavor.
I was a little worried that all of this stuff would just be hot, but not taste good. I like that. I would eat that.
Yeah, I would say most of this stuff tastes good.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Because you know sometimes it's like spicy just for the sake of it.
Yes.
I like to have a lot of flavor with my spice.
I would say that the wake up sauce is going to be your least favorite thing.
Wonderful.
Because it
is I don't get that.
Not good tasting. Okay. Question number 2.
Yeah,
spin the wheel.
I was going to ask, where do I get one of these made? Because I want one for the office.
Oh, well, that's on a need-to-know basis.
Okay.
It's going to be question 11.
Okay, we're gonna wait to the end because I want to make one.
All right, you landed on Cornferno popcorn.
Oh my God, popcorn.
I remember interviewing Dave Gerhardt, and he reacted pretty well to this one.
Okay.
By well, I mean...
But I can still taste the other one.
Oh, sure. So it looked like one of your early jobs out of college was working as a marketing manager at Bizcom.
Uh-huh.
What did you learn from that experience?
A lot of things. I came in as one of the first marketers, and so I had to build. Oh, here it goes. I was waiting for it to
We've
kick
got
in.
milk.
Okay.
Oh man.
See, I'm not the only one. Yes.
It gets you right there in the back of the throat. Right there in the back of the throat. I'm not gonna have any shame about this.
Ooh,
milkshake.
yeah, shake it.
Sure.
Okay,
Oh
great.
man, still kicking.
Yeah. Can I take a bath first?
Yeah.
Cold shower. What did I learn? First marketer, really the only marketer at the time, had to build a lot of things from scratch, support a sales team for the first time. It was very foundational for me to being an analytical marketer. So doing things driven by goals, by numbers, and I had to determine a lot of that myself. Yeah.
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 Self-starter.
Self-starter. Yeah.
If I can say the words, self-starter. Whew. Okay.
Can we wait like 10 more minutes for the next question?
Yeah, I know. Well, the thing, so it's up to you how long you go with answering the question can buy you some more time. So there is some strategy,
Okay.
I think, that can be
Well,
involved.
the problem is I can't already think straight and answer the questions.
That's also part of the game.
Okay.
That's part of what's fun for the audience.
Okay, wait, what else did I learn?
Yeah.
I learned how to hire my first person,
Yeah.
and she was a rock star and awesome, so I think I lucked out.
Yeah.
But I learned a lot about management too, which is, a great experience for anyone.
That sounds like
Yeah.
that sounds like an amazing
Yeah.
early experience.
Yeah, it was great. I think I was like 22 or 23 at the time, and obviously I had no idea what I was doing. I had not done or gone through any management training, but somehow I figured it out. And to me, I think being goal-driven and setting us up for support, I think made the difference in terms of learning how to do that better. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
All right. Question number 3.
Uh-oh.
Take a spin of the wheel here. It's actually a good segue into question number 3. That last question. We haven't had a hot sauce yet. Ooh, and we won't yet. We have the bomb salsa. So grab one of these ghost pepper chips.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Wait,
Here.
which one has less stuff on it?
Yeah, they're all. I don't know if you're going to be able to. So it's this Da Bomb right here.
Okay. I like the name.
Yeah. Got a little
I got
Little,
like a.
nuclear symbol on the front there. Hazmat. So just get a good chunk. Oh, don't be
which
shy,
one-
don't be
this
shy
one?
about the chip there. Yeah, don't be shy.
Wait, my nose is ready. I'm really nervous.
Oh my goodness. What advice would you give to your 20-year-old self? We've got a couple of 20-year-old
Wait, this is-
Alyce interns in the room here, so
Okay.
they're listening intently.
Well, so the reason I'm not answering the question is because I'm waiting for the kick.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Has I hate you yet?
Yeah, that one's right on the front for me.
Okay.
So I don't feel like it's a delayed kick.
I'm also trying not to touch my eyes now.
Oh, please don't. Yeah, that'll be
Right.
that'll be entertaining in the wrong way.
Because I do that a lot. Every time I cook with peppers.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to use the kind of.
I have gloves and I never use them.
Right.
Okay, question, 20-year-old self. Honestly, I'd probably tell my internal non-confident self to shut the F up and just do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Confidence, or lack thereof, huge issue for me growing up, especially in my 20s. And it's something I still battle all the time. But it really held me back a lot more than it should have. And I wish I had put a lot of those fears aside and not worried about being wrong, worried less about being perfect. And just, I feel like I stood for a lot of things, but I was so fearful of being seen as not intelligent or being seen as wrong that I didn't put a lot of things out there. And so I kept a lot of things in. Naturally, very shy person, introvert. it made it worse by the fact that I just had to deal with these confidence demons. So I think even not only 20 years old, but through my entire 20s, that's probably what I would tell myself.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's great. Yeah. That's great advice. All right.
Yeah. Oh, wait,
Question.
I get the nose drip.
Yeah. I think I have the same thing. All right. Question number 4. Go ahead. Give it a good spin.
Edit. Yeah. I didn't think I'd start blowing my nose on camera, but okay.
We still have yet to hit a sauce.
Okay.
There are five sauces, so we got a 50% chance that we're going to get a sauce.
Okay, and which is the hottest one?
The hottest one is, it's probably Mad Dog.
Okay.
It's probably Mad Dog.
Okay, so let's.
Although Wake Up and Time's Up, actually all 5 of these sauces are. Da Bomb Salsa again.
Actually,
right.
Okay, but I have to use the ghost pepper chip. Wait, I'm just gonna use the.
Okay. Yeah, for those who are listening on the podcast, Jessica has broken the chip into pieces.
Yep. So I'm not eating a whole chip.
And is okay. Okay, this is a good segue. So we saw that article. You actually wrote an article in 2016 about this. So you thought you had a confidence problem. Turns out it was just selfish. Was what you titled it. And in that article, you cited some research that talked about how much more likely it is for women to have this problem. What advice do you then have for women in particular, as they're, especially if those that are watching in tech, more of a male-dominated industry? What advice do you have for them about confidence? Maybe if you want to explain a little bit more about what you were writing in that article.
Yeah, well, I think that article was an attempt to, get rid of the stigma of confidence and the fact that I get a lot of people that reach out to me and say, hey, you're a successful executive, tell me how you did it, and blah, blah, blah. And a lot of them don't realize that I had to fight those demons too. So I think during my time at HubSpot, I was at an amazing company with so many smart people. Half the company I felt like worked at MIT. I didn't have that background. And so I think the feeling of not being good enough kind of settled in a little bit, even though I was doing remarkable work and I got positive feedback. That was pressure I was putting on myself. So during my time there, I had a conversation with our management coach and trainer. He's fantastic. And he said that, by keeping ideas to myself, that's selfish because the company is hiring me for my ideas and it's a disservice not to put them out there. And that he says that even bad ideas can lead to something great, but not if they don't see the light of day. And so when he said that, completely opened my eyes, and also made me feel bad, but then completely opened my eyes to say, you know what, that is being selfish. The company hired me for a reason. I should be here to speak up and speak my mind. And just that mentality, when I sit back and I'm not saying something that I know I should, I think in my head, Jessica, you're being selfish, get it out there. And I do that. And so I do that in many different ways. If I feel like in the moment is not right because I'm still collecting my thoughts or it's a big room, I will still privately send feedback, written or verbally, to somebody else to making sure that feedback gets out there. So I think if you're not comfortable doing that in a large room in front of a lot of people, there are still ways you can do that privately. And I think the best thing you could do is write it down and then try to make sure that somebody can see that. I think the second thing is getting a good mentor. If you have a strong mentor who you can talk with one-on-one and get a lot of that feedback out there, that's also helpful.
Yeah. That's great advice.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, thank God for him. Yeah.
Question number 5. Okay. We are
Wait,
in
how
the
many
middle.
questions are there asked?
There are 10. There are 10 questions here on Burning Questions. Yeah, I'm feeling it in the back of my tongue, actually.
Yeah, I don't feel it so much on my lips anymore. It is at the back of the tongue.
Yeah. Aggressively on the back of my tongue.
I'm just drooling.
Yeah. I'm like, oh.
That's why I feel like
water.
I can't.
Water doesn't help anything, but.
Neither does this.
It's
I feel
nice
like this is making
thick, but
it's making it spicy.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not sure if anything can help in certain ways.
I do love the milk. Well, do you know so a game that my husband likes to play. So he has a lot of friends who are Russian, and so their whole trick is to get people to eat spicy food and then have them do shots of vodka because it makes it like 10 times worse.
So should we be doing shots of vodka right now?
I think you need to do that for your next guest.
Not you, the next guest.
It's the next guest, since you stepped this one up for me.
We'll do 10 shots of vodka during the course of the interview and see where things go.
And then the answers will only get more interesting. Yeah. So
oh my gosh.
Sorry to who's ever next.
all right, we'll do that. We'll get a shot of vodka as the bonus.
Great.
All right, go ahead, give it a spin. Question number 5.
Ooh, nuts.
To bomb nuts. All right.
Do they taste the same as the salsa?
These are over here. Same. Yeah, it is the same brand. It's ghost pepper.
Oh, they are ghost pepper.
Yeah.
This is the one I was most afraid of, you know.
I don't think these are the thing to be most afraid of.
Is this like a hate you after kind of one too?
Yeah, there's a little delay.
Okay.
All right. This is back in the HubSpot days. 2011, you wrote a post, why marketing best practices aren't always best. And you talked about how best practices should be considered good practices because where best suggests that they're somehow final or beyond dispute. Do you still believe that?
I question conventional wisdom all the time, which is how best practices are formed. I think you can learn a lot from best practices and it can give you a great baseline and starting point. Obviously, companies have led to that conclusion because they've got there in the first place, but I think implementing best practices only gets so far. I think especially as a marketer, you need to do something different and you constantly need to be questioning the way things are done because a lot of times best practices aren't even like the best thing or the right thing to do. And so yes, I absolutely still believe that today. If anything, more so. I think that was like a glimmer of I'm thinking something's broken and that's my best way to try to articulate it. Now I feel even more strong about that. Yeah,
that's great. All right, that wasn't bad, right? Not bad.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. All right, question number 6. Go ahead, give it a
Wait,
spin.
what was the first one we ate? That's the one that made me like.
The first one we ate was the noodles.
Can I try a different one? I got that one already.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's
no safe place to land. So.
Well, I just want to try something different.
Here we go. Torchbearer. Here we go. The zombie apocalypse torchbearer sauce. This one right here.
Oh, this is the bad one. No.
Well, this is bad is in the.
This is
in the eye of the beholder. Yeah. Just get a good. I'm just showing you what I'm doing here.
I can't get my chicken nuggets.
You can. Yeah. Oh, sure you can. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I don't like that at all.
Girl Capital is a community for women in Boston who aspire to become future angel investors or VCs.
Yeah.
What was your motivation for starting it?
A couple years ago, more than a couple years ago, when I was at HubSpot, I had a lot of questions. Oh, there it goes. I knew as soon as I would start talking, it would hit me. I think the air makes it worse. So I'm just gonna the chicken nugget's great though.
I've never enjoyed a McDonald's chicken nugget more than I am in just the after, like the second bite. Yeah.
Why did I spin the wheel again? Because I'm an adventurer. Great.
Yeah, you're a torchbearer, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, there you go.
Torchbearer.
So I think it was like 2014. I was asking a lot of questions about how do I actually be an angel investor because I love venture capital and I do not have a background in finance or I'm not like a CEO who's expecting to, or an entrepreneur who's expecting to lead into VC at some point through one of those mechanisms. And so I'm like, how does somebody like me invest in companies and what does that mean? How do I get there? In speaking with a lot of people, I realized that it was kind of a black box. See? I'm trying to ignore it right now.
I have no pride. There's no.
I realized it was a black box, especially for women who are not in that field. And so through talking just with a lot of people, men and women, I realized there was a lot of other people who had the same questions I did. And they just don't know where to go. You can read a lot online, but there still isn't like, how do I actually get started? What does it mean to invest? How do I get deal flow? What do terms mean? What are the tax consequences? All these things I couldn't get easy answers on. So once I determined that there was more people like me who had a lot of those questions, I said, I want to start a program of some kind where I just want to bring all these people together and we can talk about this. And I think in 2015, I went through a program called Female Funders, and their whole mission was to put 1,000 women through the program to make their first angel investment. So I learned a lot how to do that through that, made my first angel investment. After that, I said, I want to teach others in the Boston community what I've learned. And so I started Girl Capital as a way to kind of informally bring people together and talk about how it's actually done and what it means.
Totally badass. Yeah. And where should people go to learn more? Girl Capital.
Yeah. Girlcapital.org. Sign up. And we meet on an irregular basis right now, but we're going to be scheduling some events around this soon.
Cool.
Yeah.
Really cool. Mm-hmm. All right.
And it's not just for women, by the way. Men also. Like, I think to make investing work, it needs to be collaborative, and people can connect with each other and learn from that.
Very cool.
Yep.
Then I will definitely check it out now that I have
definitely.
the invite.
Yeah, anyone on your team who's interested.
Cool. All right. Question 7. I would say we're almost down the home stretch here. Give it a good spin.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. This is my least favorite. I'm just going to throw that out there. This one's called Wake Up. It is the only one that has the capsaicin added into it.
Oh,
This one right here. So I'm not totally thrilled that you spun that, but...
Oh, okay.
So give it some...
I'm starting to choke already just like thinking about it.
Yeah, I don't smell it. It's probably...
Okay. Oh, does it work when you like pinch your nose and don't smell when you eat spicy stuff?
I don't think so. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
How does an account-based marketing approach factor into your go-to-market strategy?
I don't like account-based marketing.
You don't like it? That's a viable answer. I just wanted to make sure I heard the response. Is it that you don't like account-based marketing, or you don't like the sauce?
So that's a precursor to what I'm going to say next, but I'm waiting for it to kick in because I know it's going to. Okay. Oh, yeah. There it goes. Wait. It's very saliva-inducing.
Mm-hmm. It also just doesn't taste good. There's no redeeming quality.
I like that one way
flavor.
better than the zombie one.
Okay. All right.
I think I have a favor for redder sauces because my favorite is Szechuan, and I just love like the redder it is, the better.
You'll probably then prefer Mad Dog.
Okay.
If you get lucky enough, I guess. Should we say lucky? Yeah, so ABM.
Whatever you want to call it.
ABM.
I have lots of strong opinions about ABM. What was the question?
Well, no, I was just saying, how does ABM factor into your go-to-market strategy?
So not yet, because we actually don't really have accounts, a concept of accounts.
Yeah.
The sales team is literally new at our company, so we're not even approaching ABM yet. However, I have done a lot of ABM programs both at Envision and HubSpot, and I learned a lot from that. I think a lot of marketers approach ABM as in, I'm going to target ads at this account, and I'm going to send direct mail to this account, and et cetera. And I think all those are great tactics that are great when you approach it from a multi-channel perspective. But I think my approach to ABM is about creating really great experiences with the people that we want to build relationships with. And how do you do that authentically so that you build advocacy and make sure that you set up those people as the hero of your story. So it's less about the stuff that we put in front of them and blast them with and whatnot, but how do we actually have them become part of our brand? So for example, we do a lot with like interviewing a lot of our people who would technically be our accounts, like what are the things that they feel like is broken in the space and why? And we give them a pedestal for them to tell their story. So we do that digitally, we invite them to events, put them on stage. We partner with them a lot of things, and we like to do a lot of fun things too. We just started a wine club, and so we send all of our best customers a great case of wine every year. We're
Sounds like I need to be a customer.
We're going to be doing a wine event in Sonoma at some point. We're thinking about doing executive retreats. I think as we we are a digital company, but how do we also merge the personal face-to-face aspect of that as well? So it's more about how do we create experiences versus like sending them lots of stuff for the sake of it.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
I totally love that. All right, question number 8.
Okay.
Go ahead, give the wheel a spin here.
I feel like I'm starting to get a little burpy now.
Yeah.
No.
More noodles.
This is what did me
We
in
need
the
more
last
noodles.
time.
I've got. It's all right. It's all right.
I'm good.
Jessica has some already.
Oh, but I only took like a.
I ate the whole thing last time.
And I only had like a sliver, and that almost killed me. So I'm just gonna do that again.
They're very tasty. Mm-hmm. What's the most thoughtful gift you ever received?
My husband.
Does that count? Are we going to count that?
You talking about physical gift, I imagine?
Well, I mean, he is, I guess, physical. I'm assuming he is physically here. But
Yeah, he is. He's not an apparition. What's the best gift I ever received? It would probably would have to be
most
something.
thoughtful. The most
thoughtful.
thoughtful gift you've ever received.
Well, same. I think it would probably have come from my husband because obviously he knows me the most. But I don't know if it's thoughtful, but some of the best gifts I've been given have been from my time at HubSpot. Actually, Mike Volpe, I don't know if you know Mike.
Yeah.
He's really great in terms of giving the marketing team really awesome swag. So my favorite is my Patagonia jacket, and I have some really cool Bose headphones, all custom branded. And I think that was thoughtful because he gave everyone on the team something really great and something special, and it was only for the marketing team. And I just love that. So
Very cool.
yeah. Big fan
Shout
of
out to Volpe. We should get Volpe on.
Absolutely.
on here.
Let's torture him. Great.
We should do that. That's good. He's a CEO
You can do the vodka.
now.
Yeah, you can do the vodka one with him.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. He'll
like,
do
"No."
it. Come on.
He will do it.
Come on, Volpe.
Yeah.
All right, good. We'll use this as a catalyst to get Volpe on the show. Okay, question number 9.
All
We're down
right.
the home stretch. I'm feeling very confident that you're going to make it all the way through this.
Okay, good. I hope I don't look like I'm sweating like I feel like I am.
All right, we've got the torchbearer again. We got the zombie apocalypse.
Oh no, not
Torchbearer
again.
sauce. Yeah. I kind of have that reaction with almost every
Yeah,
spin here. How much are you getting?
and just a little bit. But I only did a little bit last time and it hurt me.
You've posted things about being a fan of Tshaped marketing. Why don't you explain to people, first of all, what that is, and then why you think most people get this wrong?
Yeah, it's all about breadth and depth of knowledge and experience. So for example, my time at HubSpot, I could have stayed in one role and really specialized in that one role. But I feel like I needed to go wide and deep in terms of not only do I understand that one role really, really well that I'm doing, but also get a lot of experience across the organization in different roles so I can have a bigger impact. So I look for people who try to find opportunities to do that in their role and expand upon that. People who are creative thinking, analytical, just really driven and naturally curious to do a lot of great things and to create great results. And I think there's a lot of marketers who create stuff for the sake of creating stuff, like how many things can I get done, instead of what are the results that I can generate and how do I actually make a big impact, and make a big impact outside of my role, and find other ways to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that thread of data
Yep.
that you
Yep.
know, the analytical side,
Yep.
it sounds like has stuck with you for a long time.
Yeah. And I was very fortunate. So, again, my dream growing up was to be an ad executive. So I actually went to school for advertising, and I didn't end up at an ad agency. I graduated 2006. My first job out of college was actually for a SaaS company. And I got the job because I needed a job because I was out of college, and I'm like, oh shit, I need a job. And so I started working for a SaaS startup, and I'm like, what is the cloud? I don't know what this is. And so I had to go from what I thought was marketing, which I thought marketing was creative slogans and advertising and doing things that are pretty and creative, to digital marketing, which is purely analytical. And so I actually had to learn a lot of that on the fly. I had to teach myself SEO, Google Analytics, all the things. I never learned any of that in school.
Yeah.
So it was a really, really great learning experience for me, and I understood why having an analytical approach to how you do marketing is very, very important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool. All right, here we are. Final question, question number 10.
Great.
Seem like you're holding up. Yeah.
Okay, well,
You're putting on a good
exuding heat right now.
face. The Cornferno popcorn.
No. I say that about everything, though.
Well, you could. I'll give you the option to take another spin.
Okay, yeah.
All right. No Cornferno.
Yeah.
This could be like Mad Dog. This
Yeah.
would be.
They were very tasty, but
You
just.
got Cornferno again.
Well, it's meant to be.
All right. It's meant to be. It's tasty.
Might as well. Go out with the hot one. I'm gonna get my milk on here.
Do you think that AI will be augmenting or replacing marketing functions within 5 years? Or 5 years from now?
Can I replace the people I don't like?
Good one.
See, wait, I know.
Can you-
Wait, this is gonna hit me. I know it's gonna hit me. This is just like it did last time. That's what I was waiting. So I watched your previous episodes, and I think Joe had the answer where I think it's going to create more jobs than replace them. I think AI is going to get to the point that we don't even call it AI anymore because it's all around us and it is what it is. But I don't have anything super compelling about that answer, but I think that's kind of what I think. I'm excited. Bring the AI on all day long. Great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bring it on. Okay, great. Well, you have brought it on, and you have made it all the way through.
Oh, thank God.
Congratulations.
Whew.
As a prize,
Yeah, that one.
yeah, it's got you. It's up in the nose.
Wait, I haven't
kinda.
actually had a lot of the milk, so.
So as a prize, you get to give a gift to Andrew. So you got 3 options for Andrew. So Alyce tells us that Andrew, through Twitter, that he's an avid sports fan, likes multiple college basketball teams, Bruins, Red Sox, Cubs. So StubHub gift card is one option.
Okay, I love that.
Another option, so he's into music. You know he's into Kanye, Chance the Rapper. There is a turntable, a record player turntable.
Okay.
So I don't think this is actually for like mixing. This is just for playing. So it's kind of a cool retro music lover item.
Yep.
And then as a Pats fan, which he is posted as well, there is this full zip Nike Pats jacket.
Oh, very cool.
So those are
I want that one.
those are the 3 options.
Those are very cool. I think I'm gonna choose the StubHub so he can choose his own adventure
There it is.
because he's a huge sports fan, and I'm sure there's other shows and stuff he'd like to do too.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Great. Well, Jessica, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm still
Congrats for
yeah,
making
thank
it.
you. Thank you so much. It was fun. Thank you.